was introduced to those things when he was a student of music at the school, sometime in the 1980s. And he joined my band, Afro Links, as the second student. That's how I got it. Right from the onset, you will know that he was built to be a musician. The time he had been toiling with music right before he even entered college. When he joined my band, we saw him as a package of energy. He wanted to learn. He had a lot of energy to there. And he was the instrument. There was never a dull moment. Call him many times and he's ready to work. To the extent that he, from the position of second and third keyboardist, became the first keyboardist. He took over from him second. But it was very, very hard work. I believe that what Tosin achieved, what he has achieved in 49 years, a lot of people will not achieve at 92 and 49 years. He worked so hard with vigor, with energy, no dull moment, and he achieved more than he would have achieved at night. Ha! This question is too big. I've known Tosin for over 35 years. We live together at Old Pharaoh boarding school, the Polytechnic in Badon. We are friends. We are friends. I don't know what to say. Ha! When it comes to music, he's a serious musicologist that does not want any nonsense being played beside him. Some people will say, oh, he's a man of God. Some people, he's not a man of God. Some people will say, ah, this and that. But one thing is, he's a complete human being. So think it's someone, no matter what you think about him. So think it's someone who will never allow a dull moment to come between him and wherever he is. I saw him about 4 or 5 weeks ago. 4 or 5 weeks ago, he was in my studio, and I had to challenge him. We were dancing Skelewu, Azonto, and all sort of things. But you can see where he's so versatile. Okay, when we talk of Christian music, is there. When we talk of whatever is happening, you cannot push it away. We were dancing as though I told you. You are still dancing this thing. As big as you are. But life continues. We are just having fun. And I remembered him and Femi Fire. I put them to start. I said, okay, if you want to come on my program, you have to do take 5 for me. He was on take 5 for about 30 minutes. Another is a very difficult music to play. I said, okay, so don't worry, match ending. We are going to hit the airwaves together at Flash FM. So he never lived to see the last week in night. I wanted to bring him in to wrap up a Black History Month. But he said he will be in the US and that he's coming back to drop his album, and even came to the studio to come and get some software that he can use in
making a better music. But we all talk, we all pray. We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but it's only God that knows what will happen. And God has taken him away. We don't know who he is. I will always remember him as somebody that puts smiles on people's faces. That does not mean he does not have his own bad side. He has his own bad side, which I quarrel with him a lot. But that is him, and that is him. Most important thing is, I never had a dull moment. I'm so happy that the last time I saw him, he really made everybody around that day to smile and laugh. They were even saying that, when are you coming back? When are you going? I said, okay, when I come back from the US, we have time to stay. That is a whole man. You don't have to be a pastor, you don't have to be a reverend, you don't have to be an evangelist. A whole man. Somebody who enters a place and turns all his power, takes there, to honey. I'm not a man that's extravagant, I'm so flawed. So Simbanguche is a complete man. That I can say about.
well, somebody said inside that he never had a dull moment, and really, that was one thing. And with the exception of one of my children, my last daughter, Sophie knew my first two, and he was there when they were born, and unfortunately he didn't really know them because they had different things doing. That's why I said he never had a dull moment. That's what I really, because Sophie, no matter how sad the situation is, he'll make a joke out of it. There was a time his mother died and we went to do his mother's burial. Sophie still had some jokes to crack. The original members, the basis, Kunle Ajayi, had gone into the gospel music. So he met us, he came, he was coming from school there. He was at the podium. He was coming to jam with the Afro Links. So just about the time Kunle Ajayi was going, we knew we were going to have a problem with the bass. So he told me that, yes, we used to play bass with his left hand, and he was going to improve on it. And so when Kunle Ajayi left, he was the one playing the bass on the keyboard. He was such a fantastic guy. Very, very active in the band, and no dull moment with him. He's a music student, he has good everything. He learned to play guitar, and he was in the band for close to 10 years. Before he came out, to join the gospel music. He started playing for me on 2 occasions without taking a couple. Doing the back of my child, doing the mother's name. So that's he came and played. So we've been together. The last time I saw him, he was, he came to play with us. He came out from the US, came and played with us at Bible Street, where we donated the Afro Links. So that was, but since then I didn't see him until I had this sudden news that he was there. He was a very good guy, no dull moments. You could play with it, as you could play with a kid, you play with an older person. And like somebody said just some moments ago, if you offend him, he will come and fight you. If you offend him, he's the one who is coming back to look for you. He was a great people. And I really miss him. Because he was one person. There's nothing too complex for him. He doesn't believe that everything is impossible. He will find a way through. And he has a very good singing voice. In actual fact, during the days of Afro Links, we used to do some singing together, And he's so versatile with church music. Because he's from a very strong Christian background. And he plays a lot of hymns, and his jokes are 1 in a million. Very humorous. You can never look. This will never sit still. Like somebody who knew that he was not going to live long. You will see him every year, and I don't think he makes any more, or else people make any more of it.
I like the bro for slapping me. Always pick me behind. He always slap me behind at my back. He will do that way normally. And that's the only time we miss it. I will miss that slap. Because he will slap you behind. And see him once, he wants us to sing. Freestyle it.
There was this joke I used to tell us about open review instead of street law. Oh, when you're education, you take it a long way. You know, you can't help but laugh. You see, choosing is not a person you think about and you laugh. You think about it and you keep laughing and you just keep enjoying it. And as I talk to you now, remember him, gives me good sleep. And I know we are just going to do it. And choosing life has taught me something. Whatever you want to do, because what is your life like a paper? Now we can look through his life and celebrate. Thank God to do all we can do. But openness of heart, Tosin never held grudges. You see, as big as he was, that's how big he was. I mean, he accommodated everybody. He never disputed. You know, Tosin was not someone that tried anything. He will give you honest advice. He will give you honest advice and he will tell you the way it is. And he was always out to help you. So that's what I remember him for.